I'm going to read through what the scripture he did. It's a short little passage, and we're going to just pick on one little saying and then just kind of expand on it. And 'cause I think it's really important, especially nowadays and just in our lives and as general as Christians. So I'm going to read 2 Timothy 4:2-7. Again, it says, "Preach the word, be ready in season and out of season. Reprove, rebuke, and exhort with complete patience and teaching. For the time is coming when people will not endure sound teaching, but with itching ears they will accumulate for themselves teachers to suit their own passions, and will turn away from listening to the truth and wander off into myths. As for you, always be sober-minded, endure suffering, do the work of an evangelist, fulfill your ministry. For I am already being poured out as a drink offering, and the time of my departure has come. I have fought the good fight, I have finished the race, and I have kept the faith." Paul wrote 2 Timothy. He wrote this book from that Roman prison. It's interesting when you actually sit down and think about it. He wrote this, and as a matter of fact, 5 of the 13 letters or books that Paul wrote were from a prison, one prison or another. And I kind of sat down and thought, I said, if it were any one of us that was in Paul's situation in a prison, I'm not sure that there would be a lot of writing going down, at least not scriptural writing going on. For the most part, I mean, you may, if you don't agree with me, just be honest and look down inside. If you were in that prison, in Paul's situation, would we be making the most of it? Would we be writing down scripture, or would there be more of a, "Oh, woe is me, this isn't fair, God, why are you doing this?" kind of mopey feeling about us, just being angry and bitter. Maybe we'd be off in the corner, just kind of sulking. It's like, why is God doing this to me? It's not fair. I don't deserve this. I think that would be more appropriate for us. Really. Think hard. What is your prison that you're in? What is your hardship that you must endure? None of you are in jail because you're sitting here in this room. So what is your hardship that you can do? Maybe your situation at home is just a real crappy one. Maybe it's just bad. Maybe your parents fight all the time. Whatever. Maybe it's just a horrible living situation, and that seems like a prison. Did you get fired from your job possibly, or are you having a hard time finding one in this time? It could be hard. Do people at school people at school or work treat you differently for being a Christian? Do they see you and be like, "Oh, here comes that Christian, we better be quiet"? Do people do that? I mean, because that can be kind of hurtful sometimes. It's like, come on, dude, really? Do you have friends that possibly backstab you all the time? A friend that you can't really trust because they're always going behind your back, just saying things that are just mean and just unwarranted. Do you have a situation like that? Maybe you have friends that have walked away from your friendship. Someone you may have called a best friend, and now you don't even really talk anymore. Maybe they don't even like you, and they're always just like ready to fight every time they see you. Or you had a boyfriend or girlfriend break up with you, and you just really feel used and unrespected, and it's just a really hard situation. But maybe on a more serious note, have you ever had possibly a family member, have you ever lost a family member or a friend, a loved one that's real close to you? Whatever it is, have you ever felt pinned, like you need to throw in the towel and give up? You just can't go down this road of Christianity and follow God anymore. It's just too hard. I can't do it. Have you ever been angry with God for your situation? Just yelling, "God, why are you doing this? I don't understand. This isn't fair. Why do you have to take that person away?" I encourage you guys, if you have a situation that seems impossible right now to make it through, stand firm, endure. God is your strength. You don't have to do this. Psalm 18 says, He is the stronghold in whom I take refuge. He is my shield and my present help in time of need. God is there for you. Whatever the situation is that just seems impossible, there's no light at the end of the tunnel, it's there. God's not going to send you into something just to watch you be crushed. Don't lose sight of the joy of the cross, our salvation. Don't lose sight of that. Endure. That is how we endure through Christ. So we need to stand firm. We need to endure through these hard times, through this, and keep the faith. We need to stand firm when it's easy and when it's hard. I want you guys to finish well. Keep the faith. Don't give up. Don't give up. Remember that God is there when you feel alone and abandoned. God is still there. You just